Okay, we back with our Boba break number 6, and we have a special talk today because a special something got announced today.
Oh, yes.
Very special.
But
I think that's one thing that no one was expecting.
yeah,
No one was expecting this.
it is Pokemon Day today. Not sure if I'll have time to post it on the same day, but yeah, the direct happened, and we're gonna talk briefly about the first few showcase, but then for the rest of it, we're gonna talk about the big thing. And you know what the big thing is for those that have seen
The big thing?
direct.
A big thing.
So,
Oh god. How did it start again?
First was Pokemon Go.
oh yeah, Pokemon
Oh,
Go.
that's right. Pokemon Go.
They're doing the
it's Pokemon
collab.
Go.
Collab with the Horizons anime.
Oh yeah, they're doing the collab with the Horizons anime. Yeah,
Kind of cool.
that was kind of yeah. I anime yet, so I don't have any feelings towards it. I don't really play Pokemon Go. I know that's your thing, Riley. So
Yeah, how do you feel, Riley, if you're not only Pokemon Go player?
I think that
makes sense.
all the first parts were mostly for Riley.
yeah, it was all Riley.
I mean, Pokemon Sleep was also for me and Eden.
Yeah, but most of
Yeah,
it
that
Anna
was
was
for
played
Riley.
for a bit and then
No,
she
no, no,
stopped.
There isn't really too much to go over. We got a cool Sailor Pikachu hat. We got
Captain
Yeah.
Pikachu, man.
Get another variant
Right.
of Pikachu.
you gotta take
It's
pictures
not really
with,
Variant, but it's Pikachu. Yeah.
How long until
I mean, you know what I mean, though. Yeah.
I know. I watched the anime, so I know Captain Pikachu.
Yeah, it's a cap.
Pikachu.
How long until Captain Pikachu is an event Pokemon, like the Ash Caps one?
Oh,
Ooh, that'd be.
I
No.
don't know. That'd be cool.
Probably when the anime localized everywhere. You know.
Yeah.
So no
It
one's
is
like,
starting that. It is starting to be dubbed right now.
I know it is. That's why I said like when it's localized everywhere, like you know, like when it's actually like available everywhere for everyone to watch, like you know, probably that's when it's going to be like distributed or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
And then we have
Pokemon Sleep.
Pokemon
was next.
Sleep is next.
yeah.
That's for Eden and Cece.
Yep.
I thought it was
Eden
cute.
finally.
The
Yeah, I thought it was
Right.
cute.
Trailer at the
Well, we
That
haven't.
was pretty
It's our
cool.
first legendary. Because
Yeah,
there's
yep, first legendary we will
Gen
encounter.
2 legendary.
I know. I find it very
the dog
interesting
trio.
that those are the legendaries that they decide. I mean,
There
the
is
whole
like
theme. The whole theme for this direct was very interesting.
it was no thing.
but-
What
There's a lot of
um,
Gen 2.
there's a
Gen 2.
lot of Gen 2 references within this direct, like with the Unknown and the Gen 2 legendaries for Pokemon Sleep and a few other things, and it's just very interesting compared to what the finale was, but we won't talk about that for a moment.
there
How do you
is
guys
a
feel about-
couple Gen. There is a couple Gen 2 Pokemons already in Pokemon Sleep, so it's not.
I
too
know
surprising.
that.
Yeah, but it
but
was just. I mean,
it's
what we
legendaries
meant.
though.
What
like
we meant
all
was
the
like
legendaries.
they could have put the Gen 1 birds
Unknown and everything.
first because
Yeah.
it's Gen 1, but they decided
Yeah.
to put Gen
They
2.
could have put like Mew or Mewtwo, like, but the fact that they did, the dogs,
That's
like
mythic.
specifically.
Yeah, the dogs, the
What was that, Eden?
cats, dogs, they just want to be EP.
You is a mythical, not a legendary.
Okay, we're not gonna get to this
No.
conversation
We're not having
again.
this discussion. We're not
Actually,
This is for another time.
We're not having this
Besides-
conversation.
Besides having the legendary dogs in there, I thought it was nice that we get to that Eden gets to use his master cookie that he collected that cost like 4,000 sleep
Dear Lord,
Takes
Eden.
forever.
That's a lot of sleep points.
And you can collect
It's like
100 sleep points within a day if you sleep long enough.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Eden.
So
well,
it
How
takes
long
a
have you-
while to reach.
How many hours
How
have
much
you been
sleeping have you been
total?
doing?
Well, since the game came out, but I don't spend my points on like C because she spends them as
Oh.
soon as she gets.
Well, yeah, because I want to collect the most I can.
Yeah, and I just
It's
use
a
the.
very slow game.
Okay.
I wish it was a little bit faster to collect Pokemon.
I haven't run out of Pokeball biscuits yet.
I haven't too, but it's been low enough where we're running out. Because you gotta reach a specific amount of bars to complete a Pokemon to befriend it. So yeah, glad that we got more diamonds and then more Pokemon biscuits today.
And then there was 3 Pokemon coming to Pokemon Unite.
What is that anymore?
Right on.
Purluge,
Cerulege, Phalanx, and Miraidon.
yo.
not
was-
Paridon.
I was,
Well, maybe in
I
the
was
future.
kind of confused as to why, of all of the Gen 9 Pokemon, why Phalanx?
Phalanx Gen 8.
I like Gen
Gen
8.
8.
That's what I meant, Gen 8. Like, of all the Pokemon they could have added, though, like, why,
With
why
Phalanx is
Phalanx?
cool.
Because they're just little guys.
I mean, it's just like probably they thought it was good for the Unite.
Competitive.
Yeah.
Cool looking Hannah.
Okay.
Then we got
I mean,
Pokemon.
okay, I guess it's shit.
I mean, I've seen people play it in the beta, so they're pretty
Pokemon
strong.
Okay.
And then
Oh,
we
Hannah.
got the Pokemon Cafe remix.
Can't be.
I don't. Who plays that? Honestly.
I used to
I know,
play
I was
it
gonna say,
I
does anyone
used to
I
still
still
do
play
it
a little
too.
bit from time to time.
I used to
Let's
see
get to
Rhydon,
the
Rhydon in
TCG.
Ooh, TCG.
Riley, this is your thing. We briefly
It's
talked
my
about
thing
this before.
too.
This is
Oh.
Cece's thing too, but
It's not everything is Riley.
Mainly Riley.
Mostly
I-
his.
Nothing
It's
hasn't been.
mostly
I love the
his.
art for
Wait,
Pokemon.
what do you mean nothing's been mine since the Pokemon Go thing we just first said? Everything else I haven't played.
He does have an addiction.
He does have an addiction.
Just an addiction, I guess.
But how do you both feel? How do you both feel about the TCG thing?
Are you gonna get the app?
I'll
I
probably
will.
download it. Yeah.
I want to get zoomed into the art.
Yeah, I
that
thought that
sounds
was a cool
amazing.
feature
cool.
that you could view the
Yeah,
art.
this definitely seems like it's more geared towards CC than Riley. So I could definitely see you getting more use out of it just because it's more.
Well, what
It
do you
seems
mean?
more
I love-
art
I love-
Pretty
focused.
sure it's pretty sure
You
it's
can
real
also
art.
battle.
Yeah, battling is there too.
That's
But who knows how
Right,
to
but
play
it just
the
seems
TCG?
more art focused than like battle focused. I don't know.
Who knows how to
Oh,
They showed.
Who knows how to play the TCG? Like,
Well, I've always loved the TCG art. Like, come on.
see.
isn't some of the
Well,
art
you know what? Screw me then.
Okay.
isn't some of the art exclusive to the app?
Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of
Probably.
cards that
I
don't
think so.
exist right now that they showed off.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did have some like, you know, app exclusive cards, so that you can only get on there. So
You know, Magic the Gathering does the same thing, actually, with they have this online version of their game called Arena, and they have the normal cards there, but they also made online exclusive cards.
Never heard of it.
okay,
So I think they might be doing something similar to that.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a definite pickup for me.
Was there anything else? I think we covered the
Yeah.
See,
Was there anything else that you wanted to add to that, CC?
No, I got it all out. I was trying to think what else was revealed.
I think that was
all.
Night.
Before the big one.
Yeah, like, and then it was just the big one. It was a pretty short, like, there wasn't much
It
stuff
was-
revealed.
No, it went by fast.
Of
I
course.
was like,
Yeah.
whoa.
I
12 minutes.
thought it would be like at
They
least 20
really-
minutes.
Yeah, like it really did just have like a bunch of small things and then one big thing. So which I don't mind because of what the big thing was. So
Okay.
Oh yeah, Masters EX. It's
Oh,
getting a
Masters
anniversary.
Yeah,
Masters X.
Oh
That
yeah,
is-
Master.
Oh, sorry.
I knew we were forgetting something.
Master.
oh dear lord,
You know,
that just shows
again,
how
no offense to people
all
that
of us
still
don't care
play
about
it,
Master.
I used to play it a lot. Yo, honestly,
I used to get into it, but I grew bored of
I think I
it.
still have the app, but I
I
don't
think I
play it
still
that much
downloaded it actually.
anymore.
I
I'll
play like
repeat
most
that,
of-
Riley. Everyone's
Hey,
over talking you.
Shout out to Gen 2 once again. We got your boy Silver with shiny Mega Tyranitar in the
Oh
game.
yeah, that's
Oh
another
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
another Jonah made in the direct.
And they showed off footage of Heart Gold and Soul Silver a little bit there too,
Yeah.
which I was like,
Indeed, they did.
yo,
That was
hell
nice.
yeah.
So much Gen 2 references within this direct.
Teasing it.
Yeah, they
They
teasing
teased
me.
it so much.
Ah,
Teased it.
Just like
Five
on
and
just
And
like
then we
on
got
Twitter
and then we,
when it tweets the black and white.
I know. The tweets are so funny. They
Crazy, yeah.
tweeted so much about like Gen 2 like up to this event. And so
And Gen 5
it's
as
just
well.
and Gen 5. And so
I'm-
it just it makes the big reveal so much more funnier.
That probably means that one of those two will be the next, like the next gen game.
Probably.
Maybe.
I
Oh.
think so. I think that's like besides the Gen 10 and whatever. I do think that it's either going to be Gen 5 or Gen 2 that we get like after this next big thing. So
Okay, well since you're really anxious about the last part,
Yes.
why don't we
Wait,
talk about?
Say my thought. I didn't say my thoughts about Pokemon EX. Everyone over text each other.
No, we don't need to give thoughts.
we don't really have thoughts.
Me?
Okay, you can talk about it. You can
I
talk
wanted
about
to
it.
say a comment, but everyone kept over talking each other.
I'm sorry.
Guys, this is not how podcasts work. This is not how we're doing this.
I mean, we didn't
They-
go by one
We're
one
doing it
person.
wrong. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we're kind
I'm
of
sorry, our viewers. We're really bad at doing podcasts.
I
My
know.
thoughts
We're just,
is,
this is
like when I first started doing the Pokemon EX, I kind of didn't like how the layout is, like how the mechanic worked, and that's how I slowly dropped off. But it was fun when played it for a bit and then got off of it. Something like Pokemon Go too.
I play like once a year and then I get bored of it and I delete it.
I just
Yeah.
skipped the dialogue.
Yeah.
There's too much dialogue.
I think I was there for most of the story for it, than the battle, or little.
I try to keep up with the story.
I think it's canon
Yeah.
Pokemon games. I don't know though.
I don't think so.
Possibly.
It's more of just like a multiverse kind of thing.
Okay, now I'm done.
Okay, so let's move on to the big one, which is what we weren't expecting because we thought we were either going to get Gen 2 remakes or the Gen 5 remakes because of the teasers. But
I
you
I
wouldn't
really
believe
wasn't-
it,
Right.
Gen 6
Yeah.
remakes.
Not
I
quite.
kind of called
Not
it.
quite.
No.
Pokemon Legends. Yes, another Legends game. Legends ZA. Yes, sir. We're back, baby. Gen
We're
6.
so bad.
We're so back.
And Nintendo officially tweeted that the adventures will set in Lumio City, which
Yeah.
is what we saw in the trailer.
Entirely
Yeah,
entirely in Lumio
That's-
City,
that's
which
really insane.
How big
is
exactly?
it's very interesting.
Not that
I'm
big.
not
Take
sure.
that, Riley. Everyone keeps interrupting.
He asked
Oh,
how big it
big?
is.
How big are they going to be making Lumios?
Well, it's not that big in X and Y, so I'll be surprised.
It's
Well-
gonna be too big.
I, mean,
Like,
I don't
I'm-
know how they're gonna do it.
I'm interested to see like how they're going to do that, like within like how are they going to incorporate? Like, are they just going to do kind of like how they did it with like Arceus, where they had like one town and then they had like a bunch of different areas like you can explore and whatnot, and that's going to, you know, be the thing? Or is it going to just like the entire game is going to be set in Lumio City and it's just like a much more like expanded version of it? Like
Maybe.
I don't know.
Thinking back to X and Y, Lumio City was just like connecting to another destination that we had to get to. It's like there
Yeah.
wasn't much to do there, and the professor's lab is there too, but that's
I mean, there
Yeah.
was
and then the gym.
still
Well,
a good
like
amount of places
Lumio
to
City connected to everything. That
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
the
it
thing.
was the
Sorry,
center-
Riley. Go ahead.
All about.
It was the very center, like you said, of everything, and there was actually quite a bit of stuff from what I remember that happened inside the city. There was obviously the big centerpiece gym that's supposed to look like the Eiffel Tower, and there's just so many crossroads in between the city, so many buildings you could go to.
Yeah.
There was all these alleyways that you could explore.
I mean, there was nothing to do
huge.
though.
I mean, you could still go into the buildings, which was something we could do, but we can't really
Yeah.
do in Scarlet and Violet
Oh
anymore.
yeah, they removed that.
Yeah, they took
Like,
that away from us.
it was so big you could even order a taxi inside the city.
Oh
Remember that?
yeah.
Yeah, the taxi.
Good.
Go.
Oh my god.
And like with how like the thing in the trailer was that, you know, it was a rebrand, like a refurb or reconstruction or something.
Yeah,
Can't remember
urban
how it was, but it was like
development is what it
they're just like building it up. So like either this is going to be like some like industrial industrial version of it, or it's going to be like some futuristic version of Lumios, and instead of us going to the past, we're going to go into the future.
No,
Because it was all-
We don't know if it's the future or the past.
No,
or
we
the
know.
present.
I know,
No,
but
They said it's the past. It's going to be the past. The tweet and the trailer both said that they're trying to make an existence between Pokemon and human. They said it in tweet and in the video.
Okay.
okay.
So a lot of people were thinking like it'd be like futuristic because of like
how it was all formed and everything with like the whole Tron like
Right.
animations and
But
everything.
that
I
was
just thought it
that was mistaken.
blueprints.
It's blueprints. That's what it was. It's blueprints.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought at first, but then everyone was like theorizing like, oh, it's gonna be set in the future and
That's
such
why you
because
don't
of like how
listen to
certain
that.
things were worded.
That wouldn't
Nah,
make sense.
all bozos. It's a
Lord.
Legends game.
That's why you don't listen to the fans.
So I did a little
I
research
thought,
off stream. Sorry, continue real quick.
I
Go off
thought
on a
that
tangent.
it was mostly just using models just for our guidance because it wasn't complete. So we were just looking
Yeah.
at models.
Yeah, blueprint.
Yeah, blueprints.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's what I thought, but yeah. Go ahead, Riley.
Supposedly this is based off of the reconstruction of Paris, which happened around the 1850s, which is why there's a lot of older
Okay.
style. You can see like the older style buildings. There was drawings of gas lamps in the pictures,
Oh yeah.
and basically around Napoleon era, there was a designer that completely rebuilt Paris from the ground up from being like a sort of farm area sort of place to like the big main city we all know it is today.
Yeah.
And so I believe the whole game is going to be about rebuilding the city into Lumios.
Yeah, like post French Revolution kind of
Yeah.
thing.
That's right.
Gotcha.
We got Pokemon French Revolution, the game.
We got Pokemon French Revolution. Let's go.
Yes.
That was my original thought after I had, watched the trailer and I was coming up with my own ideas. But how I get. I watch other people's like theories and I watch other people's like reactions, other people's ideas, and it's like, oh wait, maybe it could be like that too. But no, the post like French Revolution idea does make the most sense. So
You mean the industrial revolution, like I said?
I
Yeah,
mean, yeah, basically, yeah.
that's the same thing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, megas are coming back.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I was so
Mega.
excited
Yeah,
about that.
Megas are.
I was
Oh
so
my god.
excited.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
That is my
Like,
I hope we get
oh
new
my
Megas.
gosh.
That means we're getting new megas finally. Oh my
New
god.
Possibly,
megas. Maybe we'll
we'll
get that
see.
Flygon mega that we were supposed to get, but we never did. Who knows?
You mean the one that people
Possibly,
want?
we'll see. Well, I don't really care
I'm
about Flygon.
just glad Absol is coming back.
True.
And you get your mega Absol again.
Yeah.
Urkel is getting acknowledged.
No, I'm
Yeah,
I'm just
Zygarde
happy
finally
that
getting a bot. Like,
I know. I'm just so happy we're finally getting Pokemon Z. I'm so happy. I think at the last podcast too, we joked about how like X and Y were done dirty and how there should have been a Pokemon Z
Yeah.
and everything.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I think
well,
we
well.
did talk about
Yeah.
We joked about that. It's like, oh, we just had to wait a week or two.
We got a Legend game instead of a rebrand.
Which I'm so happy they're doing more Legends games. That makes
I
me
know.
Yeah,
happy.
I think
I'm so happy.
maybe they were, planning out the Gen 5 remake, or that's what people were thinking, but in, this chibi style, but after hearing the backlash,
Oh
They're like,
yeah.
abort.
BDSP, then
Like,
they're just like,
Maybe
what?
we should.
Forget it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should just step back a little bit. Maybe we should like try. Well, I think like, after the whole like the backlash with BSP and the backlash with Scarlet and Violet and all the bugs and glitches that it first came out and how Nintendo literally had to apologize to the fans about like, we're sorry about all the glitches and all the bugs and everything. This is not the level of quality that we want to issue out to people. I think like after just backlash after backlash that like kind of realized like, oh, we do need to like change things up, which is why
They
it's
spend
not
more
coming out.
time on the
Yeah.
on the games, which I'm glad
Yeah,
for a 2-year
I know.
development versus just
Yeah.
we get one game every year.
Yeah.
Why it's not coming out until 2025 now, which I don't think it's coming out until like the Switch 2 comes out. Like I feel like that makes the most sense. Like maybe this is going to be I don't know. So there's a possibility it could still
Switch
be.
logo on it.
What
It
was
did,
that,
but
Riley?
I feel like that could just be like a placeholder because they haven't like Nintendo hasn't like announced the Switch 2 yet. So
Awesome.
like yeah, it could just be like a placeholder until then. I don't know. So
I don't
What
know.
did
I
you
think
say,
people are
Riley?
being too. I don't know. I think people are being too hopeful. I doubt there's gonna be like a new console anytime.
I didn't think so either.
As much as I would love it to happen, it's probably not happening.
Yeah.
I mean, the Switch is like, what, 8 years old now? 9 years old?
Yeah, it's getting
yeah.
I feel it's gonna. I mean, I feel there's gonna be a new console. Maybe not a Switch, but something new.
Yeah.
maybe it'll be like dual console. Maybe it'll be Switch and then the next one. But I'm not hopeful about that part.
But come on, Riley, you gotta be hopeful now that that Pokemon Legends is back.
I mean, yeah, I want the best for it. Trust me. I just don't think Nintendo is going to be making a new console anytime soon.
I feel like they are. I feel like it's just around the corner. So
Yeah, that's cope.
it's,
What kind of
it's not.
What kind of starters do you guys think might? What kind of starters do you think might show up for a regional form if they could get one?
Oh, you know.
I've been thinking about this all day. I've been thinking about this all day.
Yo, give me French Totodile, please.
French Totodile.
Please.
I don't think it.
How would that
even
even
though
look like as a Feraligatr?
Dude,
What
he
type
could
would
be like
even
more. He could be like more swampy. You know, like
So like
It's
a
too
poison type?
much. It's too
yeah,
much.
water poison. That'd be crazy.
Maybe.
Or ground?
Here's the thing. I don't think we're Totodile for
You shut your mouth. Okay.
the
Has to be
We are,
something
because here's the thing.
related to
Like we said,
the game.
French Revolution.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Here's the thing. We know that it's probably going to be based off of like the French Revolution area. And with how the Hisuian starters were like picked, they chose those that would probably be most resemble or like,
More fitting
you know,
of
like the
era.
concept for them. Like most resemble like ancient feudal Japan, like roles and everything. So
which Pokemons would suit
I
that?
think Snivy.
I mean,
That's
Snivy
what I'm
could fit.
saying.
Which starters
Snivy.
are the most French that aren't the Gen 6 ones?
Snivy.
Snivy.
I feel like
Yep.
Snivy is a very good.
Yep. I agree. Snivy
Yeah,
probably
I feel like
French.
Snivy is a very good contender for a grass starter.
Yep.
So I feel like, you know, it very much fits like the regal, like kind of feel that the French Revolution could have. And I feel like with the like a Kalos variant of like a superior, they could do like a Marie Antoinette kind of like, you know, elegant, like just craziness with it. I feel like that's a very good contender.
I want to say the downside of me thinking that it would not be Snivy is because we also had Oshawott, who got a regional form, just to put that in as an
That's
idea.
true.
So there
Could be double.
could be a
That
chance
is
that
true.
they
That
do
is true.
another
There was also
starter
Cyndaquil.
that wasn't. Yeah,
Mhm.
Cyndaquil
That is true.
is not lead for the regional.
Which is why I have a theory. So I have a second theory behind that. But in case it is Snivy, then it'd be Snivy, Piplup. Piplup is a good option. I feel like that would go with starters. The only reason why I'm like hesitant on Piplup though, I'm hesitant on Piplup just because we just got BDSP and I feel like they don't want to like shove down Piplup too much down our throat. So Piplup is like kind of like a Piplup is just kind of like a maybe option, which is why I possibly say Poplio. Because Poplio could fit the Marie Antoinette like role with the Primarina.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts to not.
And the fire type is the one that I had the hardest choosing. But I feel like it's either going to be Litten. Like there's a very strong chance because France loves cats. France loves cats. They love cats. I feel like it's either going to be Litten or
I don't think there's any other fire cats.
Or what?
Or
Tepig.
Right.
Or
Again, with
Tepig,
Tepig.
because here's the thing.
Where do you
There
have
were
Snivy?
two
That,
sides
you
of the
know,
French
that they
well,
Revolution.
that's if Snivy's
Two
not
sides of
picked.
the. That's only if Snivy is not picked. That's right. That's only if Snivy is not picked. There were two sides of the French Revolution. There was the incredibly wealthy, like rich, like Marie Antoinette, like Poplio, and then there were the dirt poor commoners, the pigs. Tepig.
Yeah.
Okay, Hannah, that's a little offensive.
Yeah.
It's not offensive. It's true.
Uh-huh.
It's very much. And then the commoners overthrew the rich, and then they cut off all their heads. So
So
Heavy would be you.
okay.
So I feel like there's a very good Poplio and Tepig could be like a part of the lineup. The only one I'm like unsure with is the grass starter, because I don't like Snivy is a very good option. I feel like Snivy has a good chance, but that's only if Tepig is not the fire starter. But I also feel like Trico could be a good fit, but that doesn't make any sense because Trico already has a Mega Evolution. So
Yeah, we have to
Probably not
cross
that.
out the ones that already have a Mega Evolution.
yeah.
Heavy, what do you think for
I
your
didn't.
starters? I'm gonna go by with everyone.
Well, I didn't really
Ideas
Yeah.
for
think
what
much
starters.
if there were gonna be different stars. I just thought maybe they're gonna have the Kalos stars, but give them Mega Evolutions.
They could. Yeah, they could
Oh,
do something
yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
They could. Yeah. I mean, I feel like they might do the thing like where they did what they did with like the original games where you got your starters and then you got the Gen 1s. Like in the Legends game, you could get a new set of starters, like the randomized starters, and then you could get the Kalos starters that have their Mega Evolutions added to them.
Yeah.
What if they add Charizard, Mega Charizard Z?
I've heard people say
I
that.
would be
I don't want a Mega Charizard.
I feel like they,
Charizard alone.
they gotta complete
I
it.
feel
X,
like
Y,
they
and
will.
Or
I
Mega.
would love that.
I feel like
honestly.
they have to.
How are they? Because do you think they would put in Mewtwo? Because that wouldn't make sense time-wise.
Z. Oh.
Why not? Just throw them in there.
I don't know.
Yeah, sure, why not? Throw them in.
Just throw him in. Have like a portal. Have him like sent to
Mega
the past
Mewtwo Z.
thing. I don't know.
What if he comes through like a temporal distortion?
Okay, he's a dark
and
knight.
then he has his E evolutions. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Eden,
That'd
Yeah.
what starters would you think? Would
I
get
just
regional?
Care as long as Ivy or Tepig are in there.
Ivy, Tepig, and who else?
I don't care as long as Ivy or Tepig are in there.
be. You can't choose two for
Yeah.
Gen 5 darts, goddammit.
Well, that's why I said
It
or.
It says either or.
Or, yeah.
Okay.
Because
You know
I
what?
feel
You
like
know what? Chicory,
I feel like
Chikorita,
Snivy-
Totodile, and something else.
Chikorita?
So
No.
really think Chikorita and who else?
Chikorita, Totodile, and something else.
Why are you
I can
picking
see-
two Gen?
You got, whoa, Eden can pick Gen 2, Gen 5.
I said
and get-
or.
Yeah,
He said or though. He just
Or.
wants one of them to be in there.
Fine, or.
Bruh.
For me,
I wouldn't mind Chikorita.
for me, I
Chikorita
would
is a
think,
good pick too.
Yeah, Chikorita.
for me, I would think, besides Snivy, I would also think that, Trico or Torchic has a good chance of being picked.
Well,
Or,
Blaziken gets too much love. All the fire types.
No.
Like most
That
of
is
the
the
fire
one.
Yeah, I know.
I'd pick Gen 3,
And then
but
I would
yeah.
also think maybe Froakie
Well-
would be an option as well.
I wouldn't mind
But he's a
Froakie.
Kalos
that's
starter
already a
though.
Kalos starter. We're
Yeah.
thinking like
No, I'm saying
non-Kalos
I'm
starter.
thinking. Oh well, I'm thinking just regional forms for. That's
Well,
why I
it
was
wouldn't
asking
make
perspective.
sense because like
Yeah, 'cause
based
that-
off
that
Legends
would-
Arceus, they didn't pick the Sinnoh starters.
Yeah,
Okay, then I would think Apple maybe.
Zabo, I could see Zabo.
Poplio, let's
I
fucking go.
forgot about.
Yeah, you can't just discount the newer gens.
I forgot.
Oh, Sobble.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do we think
I
that?
saw
Also, no, besides, no mention of Gen 8. No one's even thinking of Gen 9. They could be a Gen 9 starter.
Well, okay,
That's
like
really
the only
recent.
reason why
That's
we didn't
still recent.
mention Gen 9
Yeah,
is just
and-
because we
and-
literally are playing Gen 9. Like, I feel like they're not going to add a Gen 9 Pokemon.
Yeah, but you didn't
To,
expect
like,
you
the
didn't
next
expect
game.
Pokemon Let's Be, did you?
Okay, God.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh my God, why are you so sassy
Well-
today? What
well-
is this?
What do we? It's because we shit on him picking two Johto starters.
No, I got shot on twice for picking Totodile. You're like, no, I won't be Totodile.
I didn't say anything about Totodile. I think
I didn't say it.
whoever said it.
I was just
Yeah,
asking
this is
for everyone's
me.
opinion.
No,
what
yeah.
regional starters would they probably want or think to see?
Yeah. I would say, yeah, that's a cool choice. And meanwhile, everyone's like, nah, that's not.
I
bad.
I didn't even say anything about Totodile. Well,
Nah.
anyways, do we think
We'll see.
the?
We'll see, Hannah.
Anyway.
Well, how do we think the? I guess the battle style would go, just because from Legends Arceus, there's Alpha Pokemons.
I think it'll be more, akin to what we're used to. Because
Yeah.
it's more, it's closer
It'll bring
to.
back Legend style.
I think it would be fun.
Yeah,
If
I feel like
I think it would be fun if we had to fight the Megas. Like
That
in
would-
place of the
that would be
Alphas.
fun.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Just Alpha Mega. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
When
like
you
you
were
find
fighting
some
Mega
Pokemon
Rayquaza.
to-
Bruh.
Oh my gosh. It's
I
like you
could
find a
see
Pokemon in the sewers.
like the boss Pokemon being like super megas.
Yeah, I could see that too.
That would be
But yeah, I can also see them like obviously incorporating like the megas like into the battle system and being able to make it evolve and everything. Like I mean I know that they're probably not going to do like the strong and agile like styles anymore. Like I feel like that was just like a
No, that's probably
Hisuian
like
Arceus.
setting
thing.
too far to the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still
So I
don't
think
remember ever
probably
using
going to do
Yeah.
something. They're probably just going to do something like centered around the megas and like something a little different that would add to it, but probably just more of just megas. So because that's the thing that everyone wants. So
yes, they know we want the megas.
I mean,
Do you think we would?
how about
Oh, sorry,
Wait.
Eden. You go.
I don't know if they're gonna add new megas because
I don't know, maybe.
I do.
Dude,
I
what
feel like
are
they're
we
gonna
there's
add
a
new megas.
possibility.
Yeah.
No
I
way.
would think
it'd
they
be
would
weird
add.
to add new megas and then not use them in.
It would have
Like
to.
maybe their stones
it would have
got
to be.
lost. You don't know.
No, it would have to be like a far away Pokemon that's not in
No, it has to
region Gen
be.
6.
It's probably going to be exposed to some mega energy, and so that's how they would evolve if since the stones aren't developed yet. Like
Yeah.
relating to the
Yeah.
ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm kind of. I don't know based on timeline, because in the Pokemon timeline, it says the Pokemon War takes place 3,000 years before the current day events of XY, which kind of is a little odd because with the difference between, I guess, in real time, the Paris reconstruction and now is only like 150, 160 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe it really long reconstruction. We don't know.
It took
Very
3,000 years to
long.
build a city.
What the fuck?
3,000 years to build Paris.
Take like a few
I
days.
don't know about that.
That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. I think the Pokemon War will be long before this game still.
Yeah. I like, the Pokemon War would have happened just like, still a while back compared to this game.
Because I think as well the Pokemon War is the reason that Megas exist as well. Because after the blast is when there was like a huge amount of Mega energy just released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimate weapon.
I do. Yeah. I do think that we are going to see, obviously a younger AZ like in this, obviously. So they're gonna make him hot.
You know
We
what?
know that. So
Not AZ.
Oh,
Okay.
that.
Maybe.
Are you the only
That's
one
just
that's
what
predicted
Hannah
hot AZ so
wants.
far?
he's like 9 feet tall. How come on.
Yeah, but he's also 3,000 plus years old.
Yeah, he's older than
Yeah.
your grandma.
He
He's older
could
than
be
your
gone.
great grandpa.
Well, I think, wasn't he just exposed to the eternal life energy when
Yeah.
he brought back his Floette? So that's why he's
Yeah,
lived so
so-
long.
He's just immortal now, yeah.
How did Follette left
He's
him?
in jail.
Yeah, because it realized that he used the ultimate weapon to sacrifice so many Pokemon just to bring his Pokemon back.
Yeah. He
know
killed
what?
so many Pokemon. He
know what
caused
I
a
just-
genocide.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
What if in this game AZ is the villain?
I mean,
Ooh.
he technically was kind of like the
Maybe?
villain.
Yeah, he was a villain before, and then after his thing, he realized like he's stuck for a long time trying to find Floette, and maybe after the events of Legend ZA is when he realized, hey, I'm on the wrong side here. This is not how I get Floette back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucked up.
maybe. He fucked up.
And then he set wandering for like another 100 or so years until the events of XY and yada yada. He finally gets her back.
I hope we
Yeah.
we see other mythical Pokemon like Hoopa and what's its name?
Diancie, Volcanion.
Volcanion.
Yeah, they could actually
have-
like add more
Well,
lore.
I think
like,
Diancie
to
would
those
add
myths.
more
put
to the story.
something, would play a role
Oh,
into it.
You know who else
Diane
could make a
has
huge
to
role?
be.
What if Magyarna makes a huge role? Because Magyarna seems like it would be built around the same time era.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, I forgot
Pokemon
about
are
that
all
one.
Water.
yeah.
And same with Volcanion because of the steam and steampunk. Ooh.
That does make a lot of sense.
Maybe there's a side plot with Hoopa, and that we get to see other legendaries.
That would be
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah, because like those mythicals and legendaries never really got like any. They were just random, mystery, gift Pokemon that were just added into the game. Like they never really, besides
Yeah,
the movies and everything.
The
I
movies
wish
gave
that
them lore.
they
Yeah,
made
but like in the games
events.
though, really like extended upon them, and so it just thing to like actually have them like fit like a cohesive story.
I
and
wish
such,
they
so.
brought back the events, like the
Yeah, Pokemon events.
yeah.
I
Like
wish
the
they did
little
too, yeah.
cutscenes too. When you bring a Pokemon, it triggers this cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you can go to Liberty Island to catch Victini.
Yeah.
I feel like they do the same thing in Arceus, where it's just like a side quest.
I think it would be side quests, like the Pokemon Dex that was in Arceus.
Yeah, like.
It's like once you do a certain amount, you can encounter those legendary Pokemon.
You can help build Magearna, and that's how it's made. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Any? Okay, so we know that in Legends Arceus we saw ancestors. Are there any like characters that we want to see them as ancestors?
Oh, I wonder
For sure.
I'd like to see some of the gym leaders
Probably
as
Diana.
ancestors.
Definitely.
Yeah, Diana.
Diantha.
Diantha.
Yeah, Diantha. That's what we meant.
Diantha and Lysander are definitely gonna get.
Oh yeah.
Ancestors.
Maybe their roles will be
I feel like
swapped.
It could be.
maybe, yeah. I feel like they're not gonna do, make the character like your ally again, because like that they did with Arceus with Silen's ancestor and everything. I feel like they're not gonna have him be your ally. They're also not gonna have him be your enemy either. They're gonna have it be something else. I don't know.
So you're just gonna be
I
there.
don't know.
Oh man, they're.
Well, I feel like he's going to be a part of the story, most definitely, but he's going to play a different role. I don't know. So.
Callum and Serena are about to get isekai, bruh. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Uh,
We
We don't
could
know
also,
that.
you know
could
who
be
I just
ancestor.
thought could be, who I thought could actually be like a really interesting ancestor villain? Sycamore. Like Sycamore's ancestor.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe.
He could be, like, that could be a really fun, like, villain to have for it. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe they're obsessed with power or something, or obsessed with knowledge. I don't know. Because
do you think
Sycamore
they-
was. Sorry, go ahead.
But you think they would still do that after we have the AI's robot covering for the professors in Scarlet and Violet? Know how they wanted to go somewhere? They're kind of not a villain, but they had their own what they want.
Yeah.
That wasn't right.
It's possible.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a good point. Just because I forgot. I honestly forgot about.
Them
Been a
being
while since you
partly
played the
villain, but not like mostly.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's a good point. I do feel like Sycamore is going to get an ancestor in the game, though. So.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And definitely the friend group. Oh, they're going to get ancestors. So.
Oh,
Like,
I don't want the
tear
friend
out.
group to come
Oh
back.
yeah, the whole friend group.
They're
definitely
gonna
gonna
come
get
back and you
Guarantee.
know it.
Yeah.
And
We're
Let's go.
gonna get
just have
Tierna,
relatives.
Shauna,
Relatives.
Whatever.
I don't know, relatives that aren't as
I don't-
ancestors.
Going to have ancestors, you
friends.
know
What
they
if
are.
they're 2 girls and 1 boy? Like they just
Oh,
gender
wait.
swap?
No, they're not gonna be your friends anymore though. They're gonna be the evil team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They're
what
gonna be the
Hannah.
evil team.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no.
I don't
That
get
could
that.
be
They're not, there's nothing to hate about them. They're just boring.
Yeah, but they're
Like,
your
if you're looking at handholding
friends.
us too much. There's too many people going around us.
We
Yeah,
have
there's a lot,
we have
a lot
multiple
of-
rivals.
Multiple.
I know.
4 of them.
I wonder if
Most
we're
of
gonna,
it's still handheld.
see that ghost girl from the hotel.
Oh
Well, the
shoot.
Oh yeah, I want more
Ghost girl.
story on
This
the
is a
ghost
this is a really far stretch. This is a really far stretch. But in the Pokemon Generations like anime, Looker was in the X and Y episode.
Yep.
See,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So
Look
we're
her
gonna
in.
see. Are you
Very-
saying that we're gonna see him?
There's a good possibility. So because like I feel like I don't know, like I feel like that kind of like detective, like he could play like a Sherlock Holmes.
What
I
about
don't
that
know.
one
you
girl
never
with her
played the
with
Plus
him?
game, did you?
For what?
You never played the X and Y Plus game, did you?
My post game.
What about
Yeah,
the
I
little
did.
girl with him?
Yeah, with the Sigma
Yeah,
suit.
he was in the post game. Okay.
That's
Yeah, I
what
remember that, but
that's what you're talking about, right?
yeah, I'm talking about the
You didn't know, Hannah, did you?
I did. I just forgot he was in the main game. I forgot he was in X and Y. I'm not.
Bruh. He was in like a lot of games recently.
He was in.
He was in
but
Auras.
I
He
feel
got
like
stranded on the beach.
Or
yeah, he got stranded on the beach. He was in Sun and Moon. He was in the
Gem-
post game Sun and Moon.
He's
But I
everywhere.
feel like that could be fun to add him to it.
Yeah.
I'm
Awesome.
gonna see Karina's ancestor as well.
I think Karina's ancestors probably like gonna be like they're probably still gonna be protecting like the Mega secret or something.
Oh,
Where's my
probably.
Mega?
Father or whatever, or grandmother.
Grandfather.
Or they're probably gonna be like the
Great-
founders of it. I don't know.
Yeah,
do you
maybe.
guys think? Sorry, you continue before I go.
No, you're good.
Okay. Do you guys think that the Yveltal, Xerneas, and well, not Zygarde, because Zygarde had the cells, but do you think Xerneas and Yveltal had megas? Will get megas?
Possible.
I-
Maybe even-
I don't
I
think
feel
they'll
like
have
they're the
megas.
source of the megas. Because didn't they
Yeah, I don't.
use their energy?
Sorry, go ahead.
I don't
Yeah.
think they're
I don't-
force.
No,
I don't think
I'm talking
that-
about the not being forced. I'm talking about the energy. Like it was applied to the megas.
I don't think it.
maybe.
It was out of the crystals. It wasn't really part
I-
of the.
You know what?
Yveltal.
This is a bold claim, but I think all
And there is-
3 are going to get a Mega Evolution.
I don't
Well,
think
So,
they're gonna get a mega evolution like necessarily. I think they're gonna get like a different kind of form.
Yeah,
Watch.
So
the
I don't
different
think.
forms would make sense, but it doesn't make
Well-
sense if Zygarde has multiple
Spirit
forms.
has
So
Yeah,
100
Zygarde
Yeah,
is
like-
harder to tell.
No, because like with how Zygarde has his forms, like his like 75% form and his 100% form, as forms and
Yeah.
everything. I feel like
And who says you can't
Xerneas and
make them?
Yveltal will get something similar to that.
Okay, then
I
explain
hope
this.
it looks
Explain this. How does Melmetal Gigantamax when they're made up of several Meltans?
Oh
Because
yeah,
it's a
that's true.
different universe, because it's a part of a different dimension,
Oh, okay, and that's
different
why they
timeline.
can't, and that's why they can't Mega. Okay.
okay.
It's a part of a different timeline.
Just don't
I don't think
think
it's possible for the megas.
sense.
I think it makes perfect sense to make all 3 of them get a Mega form.
Why?
Why?
I feel
I know.
like it's too much.
Too much?
I just think that
mean,
I just don't see them getting a mega.
The only
Okay.
reason why I think they would get it is because almost all legendaries has another form to them. Almost all.
But they don't
Explain
need to
to me-
have
Whether-
megas to have a different
Yeah,
form. They could just
ni-
have a different form due to like an item or something.
Yeah, neither did Primal Kyogre Groudon or why did Mega Rayquaza exist, huh?
Those aren't mega
Mega
evolution.
Rayquaza, yeah.
Those aren't
form.
Mega Rayquaza is literally a Mega Evolution. He didn't
Yeah,
even
but
need a
that's-
Yeah,
stone
but
to
that's
Mega
like the
Evolve.
only exception though, because like
And why can't
like,
these
was-
legendaries be an exception?
Don't worry, Riley,
Because
I'm on your
Rayquaza-
side.
because
These people
Rayquaza was a
leaves.
part.
Leaves.
Rayquaza was part of
I mean,
like
we don't
the
need
whole.
to agree that it's gonna have a
Talking
Yeah.
mega.
about a part of yes, but so are the literal 3 legendaries in Kalos.
I just don't think they're gonna get megas. I think they're gonna get primal
Why?
forms or something.
I don't
Primal
think.
forms?
think
This is like
I don't
too much of a. It's like a pattern. Like I don't think they're just gonna do primal.
I mean, like not
Maybe-
primal necessarily, but I think they're going to get some kind of forms that are not megas.
I agree, it'll probably be some kind of form, but I think it's going to be a Mega.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
I think so that.
I hope Callum and Serena don't get isekai, because that wouldn't make sense. I hope we play as their ancestors.
I think we're just
Yeah,
gonna
I
play
really do
as
wanna play-
new characters. We're not going
Or
to
new
be
characters,
sent
no way,
to the past.
There's no way. Oh yeah, I,
I
guess
feel like
that-
we're
I
either
think
going to put
it is kinda
characters
true.
or ancestors. That's what I think.
You know, half of the
Go ahead, Riley.
half of the Pokemon games you play, you just kind of move there. You're not even a local.
So
Yeah.
either new characters or ancestors.
Yeah.
I still
I
think
feel like
they're
it'd be
gonna
too repetitive for the.
No, I still think they're gonna be based off of Callum and Serena.
So ancestors.
That's why I
Yeah,
said. That's why I said ancestors. Like
Yeah.
ancestors of Callum, and
Yeah. So why are we disagreeing? What's going on?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Well, I said yeah,
know.
they'll be ancestors of Callum and Serena, and they're like no. And then I said okay, so they're not, and then they're like yeah, I will. I'm like, then what do you want me to
I
say?
never said no.
Stop. What the hell?
Said,
Go away.
he said, what did you say? He said they're gonna assemble them in some way. And I said, oh, so ancestors.
Yeah, ancestors. That's what I'm saying.
I want
Yeah.
relatives or relatives, like not part of the ancestoring of someone, but like a cousin or.
That's an
That's an
Yeah, so it
ancestor.
counts if it's part of your bloodline.
But like I'm not talking like top to bottom, like talks like people that aren't in your family, but is on the outside.
Yeah.
Like
that's yeah.
Like does have distant
member?
close blood with you, but is part of your family. That kind of relative.
Yeah, like a distant cousin.
Yeah, distant cousins. That's what I think. Not entirely ancestry, but part of it.
Yeah, I can see it.
I'm excited for the clothes customization.
Yes.
So excited.
Please, if they gotta
Especially-
make that clothes, please.
I know, especially like with the fact that it's set in like
Bring the fancy
Like-
clothes.
post French Revolution. The clothes are going to be immaculate.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I want wigs.
And wigs. That would be
Wigs.
fun.
So hard.
Wait.
Patterned wigs would go hard.
I can't wait to wear it.
It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Much to look forward to.
But yeah,
I think
Oh
we
my gosh.
covered everything.
Believe so.
I think
Yep.
we covered. Let me
Possibly.
see. We did. We talked about. Oh, we didn't talk about. Do you think that there's any specific Pokemon that are going to be like getting
Oh,
like Kalos forms?
or new Pokemon since the Dex was really small.
Yeah, I think we had like 70 something Pokemon in the decks.
You know, listen.
It's
Like new Pokemon.
But then
Yeah.
again, I believe they're probably just going to be rehashing the whole, I want to say the Kanto decks in general, like
Oh, they could.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna do what the first Legends did and go from Gen 1 to Gen 6. It's probably just gonna be like like a mix of all of them.
Yeah.
I also don't think there's gonna be very new Pokemon, or maybe like Pokemon that were extinct, but like around that time was still there. But I don't think we're gonna have too many new Pokemons
Yeah.
or regional forms.
Mm.
Because like
Pokemon
when
also.
our Legend Arceus happened, there wasn't a lot of new Pokemons or regional forms, but there was a couple, or a handful.
Okay.
We're not gonna get one, and we're not gonna get one, but I just want a new fossil.
Oh
Yeah.
I do want
What do you
another
want the new?
fossil.
Yeah. Oh, it was another thing that I wanted to talk about was because the fact that Sylveon was added in this generation. Do you think that this is probably just Cope talking? Because I want a
we're
new
not gonna get
evolution
a
so
I
badly.
don't think no. No
No.
evolution.
I don't-
What if we
I don't
get
think we-
like a fossil? What if we get like a fossil version, like, and it's like a ancient dragon like Eevee, or
You
like
just want a dragon
rock.
type Eevee. We all want it.
or like
I
a
don't think-
rock.
Everybody wants.
What if we get? What if the fossil? Hear me out. What if the fossil is like an ancient version of Eevee that is like a rock type or something,
So a rock
I
type
don't- I don't
Eevee?
or
make
like a dragon type?
So it's,
I don't know. It kind of feels too far fetched for Eevee.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm throwing out ideas, man.
I
I
know.
want a new Eevee.
I mean, I want
I
a
want
new
a new
Eevee,
Eevee
but
so bad.
it isn't gonna
I know.
happen.
I feel like there's a very good possibility because this was the generation where we got Sylveon, and usually they always add, like in the past, anyway, they have always added 2 evolutions, and Sylveon was the only one that was left out. She only got one, and I feel like in Pokemon, in the like Pokemon Z, like not Legends and everything, just Pokemon Z, we were supposed to get like Sylveon's counterpart, but then we didn't. So I feel like there's a very good chance that we might get like Sylveon's counterpart in the Legends game.
what if
hold
they
on, because-
bring it in the Gen 5 remakes?
What if they do that?
Gen 5
No,
doesn't
but
have
I
any
think-
evolutions.
Oh, that's true.
I'm still holding on that there could be a dragon Eevee, since there is the Year of the Dragon. But it will be
Year
late
of the
when it
Dragon
comes
too.
out, because it's
But
coming
still,
around 2025.
I'm still holding on that I get a new evolution for Legends, for Legend Z.
That would be cool.
We'll have to
But-
see.
I think it'll probably be like Gen 10. I'm gonna say Gen 10 evolution.
I'm gonna say Legend Z.
Maybe they have been just like, brainstorming, but they just don't like the design that they have right now, so they keep scrapping it.
No,
I mean, that's what happened with Mega Flygon, was that they kept,
that-
they could not.
Is that what
What
they
if you
said,
put, like,
or was
Mega-
that just?
Mega Flygon.
Yeah,
that's
no,
for sure.
they literally said that. They said that for the Oros games, that they wanted to make Mega Fly, but they could not like come with like a final decision on on a design, because like Flygon was a fan favorite for that region, and so they wanted to give him a Mega Evolution for it, but they could not come up with like a good design for him, and so they just scrapped him.
Nope,
I don't
still have a whole
know.
year.
Alright. Guess what?
So I feel like there's a good chance Flygon Mega Evolution, but that's like kind of a stretch because that whole thing was originally planned for Oros. So I don't know if they would add it to like, you know, ZA, like that doesn't like I don't know, like but there's chance, maybe, I don't know. But I'm more dead set on us getting a new evolution.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Right.
an idea. This is a random thought.
You have an idea?
So,
Yeah.
what if we start? What if the story's evolved when we figure out the Z stone? Because on there it was already made and done, so we have a chance to figure out how the Z stone works, or not the Z stone, the Mega Stones work.
Yeah.
Surprise Z move returns
Possibly.
as well.
Yeah.
My tongue slipped on Z move,
I don't think
and
Okay.
then
I don't think
and then
people.
Mega Stone.
Oh.
So yeah, I think that's
I
everything.
could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. I could see that happening. Abby, was there anything else that you wanted to add?
No, that was it.
Okay. Any other ideas or theories that you're hopeful for?
I think we covered
Really?
a lot of it's mostly about like getting to know more about AZ's past
Yeah.
and the war and just more of the lore stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think that's everything.
Well, yeah, we're just all excited. We're just all super excited.
I
For
think
this
this is
announcement,
like
so-
the most I've ever felt excited for a Pokemon game in a while.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
it's been a long time. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
I
a
was like,
very long
I was
time.
like screaming in the office, like, "Oh my god, the Brave Mega's
Honestly,
back!"
But yo, I wanted to, but I had to stay quiet at work because I was in like a meeting. and I
Luckily,
was
there
trying to
was
teach
no
Animal
patience yet at work, so I was like, "Yeah!" just like
I-
celebrating
I
by
wanted to
myself.
scream so bad. I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, I literally
No.
I got to the Legends trailer and I saw I was looking at it, I was like, what is going on? And then I saw the sketch pattern and I'm like, oh my god, this is like Legends. Is there getting new Legends? And then I see in the background in the trailer, I see a part of the Lumios Tower, and I was like, no, no, no. And then right before the title, I had to put the phone down. I was like, because
No.
and I had to sit through an entire meeting for like
Oh
an hour,
no.
just being like, oh my god, what is it? What is it? And then I get outside and I immediately pull out my phone and I see Pokemon Legends ZA. I was like, oh my god! And then
Yeah,
Mega.
that's basically.
Ah!
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, that's basically how my reaction was too. Like I was just, it was 6 a.m. for me, and I'm just like laying
yeah.
there and just like half dead asleep, like. And like that trailer comes on, I'm like, what the hell is this? Like
to
for a
make
second
one
I
of
thought it
those
was
animations.
yeah, like it looked. I will make another one of those animations. Don't worry. But for a moment I thought like this isn't Detective. Like what the fuck is this? Like this, like what is this? Because I was so dead, like so sleep deprived at that point. It's just like what is this? And then I saw the tower. Wait, what? It was like Kalos, like the, and then the title popped up. I was like, and then Megas popped up. I was like, just screaming even more.
Internally screaming.
Ah!
Screaming. Gosh. Yeah, it was a very, very nice surprise. I love how there was so much build up to either Gen 2, like either 2 or something, like so much Johto like stuff they've been putting out and so much stuff they've been putting out. It's neither of them. It's neither of those. It's Gen 6. That find that so funny that they just trolled their whole like fan base.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They got everybody thinking it was 5 or 2. 'Cause
Yeah, they got everybody thinking it's either like let's,
They
Johto
did
or
us
something.
dirty.
They,
Mhm.
I think
I'm
a lot of
sorry.
people were upset actually because there was no
Of course
Gen
there
5
was.
remakes.
Yeah, I know. I was shocked. Like I thought like more people. Like I thought it would be like more of a positive reaction just because like I always Pokemon Z has always been something that like has always been wanted. Like people have always wanted like Z and everything. People have like wanted that for so long, and like the moment that we finally get like any sort of like conclusion to that, people are just upset like, oh, it's not Johto, or oh, it's not Gen 5. It's like, bro, we get
Yo,
another Legends game, and we're getting Pokemon Z of all of it too.
Gen 5er babies are like, we're like crying about it, while
I'm
us
not
Gen
crying
4.
about it.
No, I'm
Well,
not
I
saying.
They're
mean,
taking their time on it.
I
I mean like not you guys, but like people that are actually mad about it. Like they're like whining about it.
I didn't
Meanwhile,
even
us
know
Gen
that
4, the Gen 4 remake people are like first time.
I didn't
Yeah.
even
You know how
know
long we waited?
that I
And
didn't
then we got
even
shafted.
I didn't even know that there were people that just dislike the Legends Arceus games or Gen 6 games
Like
that much.
I know.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
It's the Pokemon
Like
fan base. They're never happy.
Yeah, you
They're
can't
never
satisfy
happy.
everyone.
Yeah. But I feel like most of the fan base is pretty happy
Yeah,
with
I saw
this.
all positive things. I thought we were finally united as a community for once.
I know. It's just like those few players that are just like, babies about it and, just upset that they didn't get what they wanted. But
Yeah.
I've seen more positive things than negative. So, which is a good thing. I'm happy about that. So,
Yeah.
We good to wrap up now?
Yeah. We said what we
think
had
so,
to
yeah.
say. Our rant about it.
yeah, we're just all excited.
Yeah.
We want to make a mini podcast about it.
Yeah. Okay, if you enjoyed this Boba break, feel free to leave a like and even comment your what you're expecting more of Legends ZA, and then just your thoughts about the whole direct overall. And we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.
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 Bye.